Mr. Critic, Mr. Shitty Review, Mr. Big Shot Insider with your cynical view, Mr. Website Rider out in Kalamazoo. You're speaking words aren't true, so we say, fuck you.
On the phone barking like you some big assassin. When you gonna walk the walk? That's what I'm asking. Blow so much smoke that for air I leave you gasping. Crying all alone while I'm with the homies laughing. Just keep your mouth shut. Breath smell like old garbage. Acting like you drunk. Getting all hot and bothered. You like a little brook. Lost without a color. You got no home, mama leader. You a follower.
I do what I really wanna do. I bust so much shot. Who wanna test the master D? To get you all to stop to see. Take my day to call out big spectacular hair. No fear, no secrets. When we start, we will finish. Really, yeah, we got this. So many years in this game and we still strong. So many haters that we had to prove dead wrong. You talking shit, you little bitch. You wanna bring it on. You play with BB guns, we drop atomic bombs. Say your breath, you cowards. You ain't got nothing to say. Looking at the fibers. Hate us 'cause we live this way.
It started off with me, Saint, and Richter. The summer after we graduated high school, started writing songs, pretty much wrote what we were about and what we did with our lives at the time, what we were doing. We just wrote about our experiences.
D-Look's an amazing front person. I think he's got just charisma. I think he just oozes charisma. He's got great style. He truly doesn't give a fuck. I mean, his whole style is just, it's raw, it's honest, and he makes no apologies. He doesn't try to be anything that he's not. You know, just one in a million, super special person. I think he's really the backbone and the glue.
Brad X was in this band called the Humble Gods, and he would go out with his punk band and do shows with punks. They do punk shows. They would squeeze us in 5 or 10 minutes of their show time before they went on to let us go out and do our 2 or 3 songs that we were doing that night. We'd go in and do 2 to 3 songs of white hip hop in front of a full punk crowd, which is a pretty gnarly thing, because if you're doing hip hop in front of a punk crowd, they're not accepting, first of all, and then to be white doing hip hop.
At first, people were laughing at us, like, you know, thinking, you know, who are you guys, a white rap group? Like, we were getting laughed out, you know, and people thought, like, I was crazy, literally.
X is the father of this whole idea, and music was the mother. So X and the music, he brought the music, and X as being the manager, and brought it together and made it KottonMouth. And before that, we were the P-Town Ballers. And back in the day when we were the P-Town Ballers, we called it the PTB. And this was before ballin' was like a word quoted for status. Like, you weren't ballin' when back then. If you said you were ballin', that meant you were basketball.
Johnny Richter is, he's an amazing vocalist. He loves like classic rock, but he loves hip hop just as much. He's an amazing rapper, but he's also an amazing singer, has a great sense of melody. He's a definite true rebel. You know what I mean? Richter's just always been like blazing his own trail. You know what I mean? You know, I think he grapples with a lot of demons. That's what probably makes him such a great artist and great integral part of the KottonMouth Kings.
And the whole time I was like doing the clubs, and I was bringing these things to Daddy X, you know, bringing him, you know, little tapes here and there, listen to this, because I knew he was into the hip hop thing too, as you know, as well as the whole punk rock and clubs thing. He's like who knew a lot about hip hop and was into it, you know. One night after the thing, he's like, hey man, these kids from Placentia, like where I'm from, and they're like 17, 16 or whatever, and they're rapping, dude. They're, you know, let's come to my house and listen. So I went over his house and listened to it. And what song was it? So High. So High. And I was like, cool, you know. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm glad to see somebody was doing it, because nobody really around me where I grew up was like a lot of hip hop and stuff, but everybody was breaking or DJing. Nobody was really trying to rap or do anything like that. He's like, yeah, man, well, maybe I should try, you know, make a group here and make a demo with these guys and get it going or whatever. And I'm like, cool. I remember the little spots he was telling me, so he's like, you got to go check it out. we went to the Shack or somewhere in Orange County. Yeah, Richter, Saint, and D-Luck on stage, just up there clowning over at that, and it was just great, man. I was like standing there like smiling the whole time, like, all right, man. It's like these guys don't give a fuck. They're just doing it the way they would do it. They're not trying to be nothing. They're not trying to be like gangster rappers. And back in the day, it was like, a lot of people were trying to be super hard, or you had to come this way or that way, or you weren't accepted. And they were just doing it the way they would do it, straight up Orange County, like little skater punk rock kids. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of cool.
DJ Bobby B, obviously he's been in the game for a while. He's a very talented DJ. Not only does he DJ clubs, but he's a great mixer, and he's really become a true craftsman at what he does with the turntables. There's not too many DJs on his level, especially that are in bands. He adds a great element and great dimension to the KottonMouth Kings. He loves smoking weed and loves all the good things about life.
Smoking weed in a pack a day, 6-7 grams of weed. I fear when I'm ready, y'all know me. Yeah, I got some habits, I picked up a few. It's the DLOC, so what you wanna do? The demons inside me are